Ah, Elitai. This one I've also seen before. I really love that some of them reappear. I think this one was also for folklore. Let me find it. Maybe I can find it there too. Yeah. And there's only a title, Princess and the Dragon, for you. And oopsie. Uh-huh. That was a Moonsugar Meadow. And it was so wonderful. It's very darling. Also seemed like there was a story there. Not written down by this designer, but felt like to me that there is something of a story going on. I mean, there are many stories in folklore that involve princesses and dragons. And here we are. Wedding trellises sunk in here. Wonderful color choices, very complementary again, red and green, arching away, and we can see there beyond the archway, if I get a bit closer, a dragon! Spitting fire. Gloriously sculptured, this one. It's a wonderful statue here. Nice lighting on it as well. Elegant use of the foliage here, of all the vines and shrubberies and trees. And here we have also a hedge worked into. Very nice idea. I don't know. So apparently Keldora is our stand-in princess here. And this dragon has come to steal her away, or has she asked the dragon to come by to pick her up? Because to me she doesn't look very distressed. I don't know about you, but... And we do have a little village built here. Very elegant and homogeneous. That is a little bit on fire. Oh no! You know, you could have picked her up without setting things on fire. Really nice sculpturing job here. With the claws and a little bit of wings. Nice, big, fancy dragon head. Actually spitting fire. And setting things on fire too. It's a very nice touch. And of course there in the back we see farm animals in distress because of course mighty dragon here has come to steal away Keldora. Maybe for a prince to come and pick her up at some point. Or maybe this is the emancipated version, we don't know. Not had a chance to ask Elitai. Also really elegantly built, set into this town really. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. It's really a nice touch, you know. It's one thing to have a dragon spit fire, but another to actually have things being set on fire. It's just that's the extra mile, if you will. So really nice use also for the glow bugs, because could also be seen as a little bit of sparks, fiery sparks going off. Really, really elegant. And of course, I mean, very massive dragon. Also should mention we are in a 700 slot plot as previous, but the limit here hasn't been reached. But it's very, very close still. Not many slots left. It's also a nice landscaping job that took place here. And of course, the sculpturing along this massiveness of a dragon is really, really something else. Look. Oh, hello. Keldora. Are you okay? I mean, she does not look too distressed. You know, there's roofs on fire, farm animals in distress, and you're not distressed at all. Here, more things on fire. Houses. Dragon has been a bit angry. Scorched trees too. A little bit of scorched earth even. Look, everybody. What a grand creature. Not all that shiny, but it's still a massive being of a dragon. Maybe a bit similar to Nigel and their screenshot. If you remember from earlier when I showed the screenshots. Just massive, massive creature. But yeah, things have gotten scorched a little, singed, if you will. Things are on fire, and oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry, Boo. Things did not go so well for them. Oh, chicken. Little bit in distress. You know, technically, dragons are chickens. We have determined already they have wings. So they are birds. And technically, like, from a biological point of view, chickens are dinosaurs. But of course, dragons aren't dinosaurs, but even if they look sometimes a little bit, or are imagined as looking like or similar to scaly creatures. What a huge, huge figure. Sculpture. Really dramatic also set in here. And yes, like I said, there is something of a story going on. Things set on fire. Oh, I'm sorry, Boo. Hopefully it was very fast for you. Of course, well, the animals are a little bit distressed. I would be too. So a large portion of this plot has been also blocked off. All of you probably know, but the Moonsugar Meadows is one of those really, really large plots that often served as guild halls. Many of the 700 slot homes have served as such, but with one of the last updates, guild halls and the designers of them are at more liberty now, deciding where to go and how to decorate, how to create their own maybe themed version of their guild hall. It's really lovely that there is that freedom. And yes, because this is such a huge plot, similar as in Kitsune Dark's builds, it makes sense to block parts of or large parts of the house off if you want to create something stunning. I've said this also in previous streams that it's very hard to furnish a large plot without having it look empty. Even though you have like 700 items in there, it can still look empty. Mainly because of the vastness of some of the plots. And in that regard, many designers have said also on spotlights and specials with me here live on stream that they so wish ZOS would up a little bit the limit. Because all of you know, of course, that in housing, you are only limited by your imagination and the slot limit. So yes, here, large parts boarded off, and we have a castle. Hello, good evening, Noctis, and welcome to the stream. Yes, I've heard that number before, or 1,000. See, maybe we should say that more often on streams. Please, ZOS, if you're listening, listen to the housing community, just up the limit a little bit. There are even housing enthusiasts and aficionados and really passionate people here that are even willing to pay for it. Now I should play the ka-ching sound, but I don't have it, sorry. So you have to imagine it. Maybe that will sway them ultimately if we keep saying it often enough. Yeah, and here, Elitai has, of course, built a castle. Because Princess, right, we have learned that the title is Princess and the Dragon. And princesses tend to not live in an ordinary farmhouse. Or do they? And so we do have a wonderful castle here, beautifully custom built, set along the wonderful lake and water feature. And here, oddly, things are calm, relaxed, and as if nothing were amiss. Just look at how vast and large this is. Very drastic change to the scenery previous to where we've entered into this beautiful abode. And of course, as I mentioned, parts blocked off, but there in the distance we see a vessel, maybe here a little bit of sheds connected to the fisheries maybe. And of course, all of you know that this entire plot, maybe I should open the map real quick. I usually don't do this, but here you go. And this entire plot can be used, but it's not. For obvious reasons, similar to Kitsune Dark's decision to only use the Hall of the Colossus and the Hall of the Lunar Champion and the Fogbreak Lighthouse. We've not even seen the lighthouse itself, nor have we seen the cellars and the ramparts up to the lighthouse there at all. We've just been down at the wonderful coastline of that little island. So many designers decide that, and to great effect. Really like the color choices here as well with the foliage. Really adds life and color specs to this. Nestles the castle in nicely. Nothing's wrong here, it seems. No princess got stolen. No dragon there that seems to burn the village. So again, we do see the wonderful Fargrave Bridge turned upside down over there. I love this house guest. He always seems lost. Phèdre, Map's not working for you, Always makes me giggle. Yeah. Wonderful, elegant color choices here, also lighting on the statue. Lends a bit of a dramatic atmosphere. Of course, a really nice touch are all the companions and the house guests, and of course the mount, the horse, in the entree that do liven up the plot, the story of this home. And here we are in the entree, in the throne room, really. Maybe these are the parents of the princess standing there waiting. Oh no! Where has our daughter gone to? Hello, good evening to you too, Aaron, and welcome to the stream. Really also like when designers decide I'm gonna use. How are you doing? Everything fine with you? I really love when they use carpets to pose as tapestries or very pretty home, isn't it? We are in the castle part of the home and it's titled Princess and the Dragon. And you might wonder why if you've just tuned in. I shall show you in a bit when we're done looking at this glorious custom built castle. Very nice color choices here. I always, this painting is to me always a bit much. Of course, in this gigantic, spacious hall, very arid hall too, it does fit. Wonderful lighting here as well, very gentle and elegant. Beautiful windows, of course, add to this. Just look how large. It's extra what? The painting? Oh, you think it's cute? Well, I've seen it also turned around and the back being used, and sometimes just, some of the frames standing out in a build. Of course, also very nice here, adding a few figurines. To maybe create a little bit of an entree to the otherwise very vast entree and throne room. Is this your daughter outside? The princess? Has she been whisked away by a dragon? Are you not worried? Maybe the dragon is an old friend of theirs. So wonderful view from here. Of course, the Moonsugar Meadows comes with a lot of nice features already, environmental features, of course. Water, a little bit of a beach, if you wish to incorporate this, and of course, nice backdrops, if you want to use them. Oh, and here we are apparently in the sitting room and maybe dining room. ESO Plus painting here and a large tapestry centerpiece. So very nice addition here with the shelves, with bookshelves there, adding a little bit of privacy. Also nice work with the curtains, layering them like this. Yeah, there are a lot of very nice builds. I mean, it's similar to the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. If you empty the plot, if you go in and it's all vanilla and you empty the plot, it's basically a blank canvas. And if you give an artist a blank canvas, they go wild. So I think that is why these two plots tend to be used a lot for something special. At least I have seen a lot of special builds in there. Also in the Cold Harbor Real Estate, you don't necessarily have to build onto the plot, really. You can also build above and below it. And I've seen a number of builds do just that, which is really, really something else. Yeah, and again, we are not even at 700. There are 8 slots left. No, even more. There's 18 slots left, so there is a bit room for them. They could even add more. Maybe, and this is also something that a lot of designers like to do. They hold off with some of the slots, waiting for specific items, maybe to hit, with the new updates or something like that. Some designers are really eager to get their hands on new furnishing plans and new furnishings and then add them. They have them already in mind when they build something special like this. More bookshelves, of course, and Kenarthi. Little niche here, elegantly illuminated. Ever so slightly only. Also nice contrasts everywhere. If you see this, We do have a little contrast here with red and blue in the Necrom carpet here and the red guard sofas, of course. And over here, similarly, not exactly blue, but pink and a little bit purple. And then the main color, of course, being a light blue and again red. Nice contrasts. Not too much in your face because, of course, purple and red are, if that makes sense, related. You do need blue to create purple. Do you like when designers do that? Maybe it's not so conscious, but I really appreciate when I see something like this. So I really like that they've built up there. And we do have a little dragon here as well. Little bit of a chapeau to dragons. More ESO plus paintings there. We do have Sanity's Edge there above. Another little sitting room. Elegant carpets. Softly lit. More bookshelves. Here we are in the bedroom. Very luxurious. Also really arid. I have said this before about this hall. Very nice to live by the water, letting in a fresh breeze while you are sleeping. It's nice and elegant here. Oh, can I jump? I'm sorry, I'm going to jump into your bed. Wonderful tapestry here. Comfortable bed, layered in. Very elegant and homogeneous. Looks really comfortable. Could certainly see myself curl in there, curl up in there with a book, reading something. And then, of course, you can look out here. Ooh! And you're down in the throne room again. Little nice addition here. And we are beneath a pergola on a little terrace with seating area close to a cascading waterfall. And it couldn't be more serene and relaxed, calm, peaceful, comfortable too. Wonderful custom build, really. Really good job. Gloriously lit. It's really not easy to pull all this off. In the limit, of course. And here we are, meandering about this path. Haha! Ernska, are you waiting for someone? Somebody to whisk away on your little horsey there. Here again, showing the castle. Really elegant. And somehow here the scenery changes ever so slightly, and we see a dragon head and its wings. Really nice work here with all the foliage and the addition of all the vines and the different trees and the shrubberies. Very nice color choices. They do stand out. Also nice choices for the windows. Really adds color popping out at you. Here too. Nice color choices again. Hedges, hugging little towers, tower bases that is. And layering on top nice red vines. And there we are. Oh no! A dragon, a fire-breathing dragon, is terrorizing the village. And apparently has stolen away Princess Keldora. Or maybe she's called him to pick her up and they're off on an adventure. What a grand, magnificent dragon this is. Yeah, he, of course. Must have been an accident, accidentally sneezed. But maybe they sneezed a few times on accident, and apparently a few unlucky souls got caught out by the hefty sneeze. Some were not so lucky. And the animals are a little bit distressed. Oh, calm now. Relax. It will all be all right. Little bit of a singed tree here. Just a little bit. Just look. Magnificent. Wonderful scenery, too. And as I said, I feel like there's a story here. We don't know it, but there is some kind of story here. Maybe y'all can come up with a story for it. And I shall have a look where we will go next.